Long ago, by the banks of the sacred Ganges River, there lived a wise sage. Not only was he known for his profound wisdom, but he also possessed magical powers that could change the very nature of things. One day, as the sage sat in deep meditation under the warm morning sun, something unexpected happened. From the sky above, a falcon swooped down, clutching a tiny mouse in its beak. But just then, the mouse slipped from the falcon's grasp and landed safely in the sage's open hands. The sage looked at the little creature with its tiny tail and bright, beady eyes. He felt an instant fondness for it. What a helpless little thing, he thought. With a kind heart and his magical powers, the sage transformed the frightened mouse into a sweet little girl. Taking the girl by the hand, the sage brought her to his humble hut, where his wife awaited. "My dear," he said, "you have always wished for a child. Today, by the grace of the gods, we have been blessed with a daughter. Let's raise her with love and care." The sage's wife was overjoyed to see the little girl and embraced her with all the warmth of a mother. She dressed her in beautiful clothes and cared for her like a precious princess. Over the years, the little girl grew up, and before long, she became a beautiful young woman. When the girl turned 18, the sage and his wife decided it was time to find her a suitable husband. The sage said to his wife, "Our daughter deserves a husband who is the greatest of all. I believe the sun god would be the perfect match for her." With his magical chants, the sage summoned the sun god, who appeared in all his radiant glory. His golden rays lit up the entire sky. "Great sun," the sage said, "would you marry our daughter?" But to the sage's surprise, his daughter shook her head. "Father," she said, "the sun god is too hot. I cannot bear his heat. I wish to marry someone more gentle." The sun god, not offended, smiled kindly. "I understand," he said. "If you seek someone greater than me, then the cloud god would be your answer. For he can cover my rays and cool the earth." And so, the sage summoned the mighty cloud god. He appeared in the sky, dark and powerful, with thunder rumbling around him. "Will you marry my daughter?" the sage asked. But once again, the daughter declined. "Father, the cloud god is too gloomy and dark. I wish to marry someone more cheerful and bright." The cloud god, not disheartened, suggested, "Perhaps the wind god would be a better match. He is swift and free-spirited, even powerful enough to blow me away." Next, the wind god appeared, swirling around in a playful breeze, stirring the leaves and flowers. The sage asked, "Great wind, would you take my daughter's hand in marriage?" But the daughter refused once more. "Father," she said, "the wind is too restless. He never stays in one place, always rushing here and there. I need someone more stable and steady." The wind god then spoke, "The mountain god is far greater than I. He is strong, tall, and unmovable. Even I cannot shift him from his place." The sage called upon the mountain god, who appeared as a towering figure with snow-capped peaks and solid, rocky strength. "Will you marry my daughter?" the sage asked. But his daughter sighed and shook her head. "The mountain god is too rigid and cold. I want someone who is more warm-hearted and lively." Seeing the sage's disappointment, the mountain god suggested, "Why not seek a mouse? Despite my strength, a tiny mouse can dig holes into my hard surface with ease." The sage was taken aback, but decided to give it a try. He summoned a small, brown mouse with bright eyes and whiskers. The moment his daughter saw the mouse, her eyes sparkled with joy. "Yes, father," she exclaimed. "This is the one I want to marry." The sage was astonished, but quickly realized the truth. His daughter had been a mouse after all. She had only taken a human form for a short time. With a deep sigh, the sage accepted that destiny cannot be changed. Using his magical powers once again, he turned his daughter back into a mouse. The two mice were then married and began their life together, filled with love and happiness. And so, the mouse couple lived happily ever after in their cozy little home. The sage and his wife were content, knowing their daughter had found her true place in the world. And the lesson from this story dear children, is that no one can change their true nature. Sometimes, what we truly seek is something that lies within us all along.